Hello, good day. I am Lakshmi Shah S. I am from the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, Mumbai, India. I'm here to briefly present on a work on a 3D printed robotic finger with tactile strain and stress sensor. So what we're presenting is a single finger of a complete robotic hand. The main target is to develop a robotic hand with a very low cost. At the same time, it should have very simple production steps so that the prototyping can be very rapid. We already have some prototypes without any tactile sensing. However, what these robotic hands rely on is that even though after the robotic hand has caught hold of an object, the stepper motor, which is actually controlling the individual fingers, still continues to rotate, thereby creating an extra current, which is actually sensed as a feedback to then stop the motor. This is not the right way and not the optimal way of actually doing it. So we thought of integrating some very simple sensors. We will simply present a simple single finger section of the robotic hand. So as you can see, it has three sections and each section has a bottom and a top slots. Now this bottom and top slot can be slotted in together to form one section. Okay, and if you can, as you can see, the bottom half actually has, this is where our pressure sensor is going to be attached, and we have two holes for the electrodes that has to come in after attaching. And on the top half, this is quite modular. The top half is quite modular because it has a small cavity inside so that we can place some electronics. This is for the future purposes, wherein we plan to integrate rather a lot of electronics into the finger. And from the top view, if you look at it, we have three slots here. The two extreme slots, one on the extreme left and the extreme right, to pass a cord which is actually holding all three sections together. It can be seen from this figure on the extreme left and the extreme right. Now this is a simple cotton cord. It's very low cost and it's actually glass coated to increase the durability of the cord itself. Now this cord is the one which will be later driven by the stepper motor to actually bend or stretch the finger. So it has two slots for that, and the middle slot is the one where we'll actually put the strain sensor into it. The way it works is we initially print the bottom part of the finger, which is shown on the top here. It's printed first. What we'll then do is we'll take a piezoresistive polymer, which is actually our pressure sensor. We'll use fine diameter tin wires as electrodes on either sides of the polymer, and then attach it to the bottom surface of the finger itself using a silicone tape. Once this is done, we print the top part, and then we'll slot the two sections together to form one section. Once the one single section is completed, we print the other two sections, and then we'll pass on the strain sensor and the cotton cord to actually hold them together. So what we've done is we have done a lot of iterations to optimize the 3D printing parameters. So it's mainly done with 2 points. First, it has to be very simple in production. For example, we have used water-soluble support material so that after printing, you can simply dissolve the whole thing in water. Secondly, it has to have reduced waste. That is, we have to optimally use the materials for 3D printing. So we have optimized parameters like the infill density, layer height for our structures. This will basically ensure that we have rapid prototyping, durability, as well as the overall cost is kept at minimal level. For the strain sensor, what you've done is it's an elastic thread which is stretched and then dipped in carbon ink and kept to dry. Once it has been dried, based on the stretching of the thread, the resistance of the stretch changes. Now, for a readout, what we've done is we have a bridge-based readout. It has been redesigned to increase the linear range of the readout by using an op-amp and a CCIN feedback. Now, on these two sensors, we have done for 3 different levels of touches, and we have seen a large range of approximately 4 kilo ohms from the no touch to a complete touch on the pressure sensor. And the bottom plot here shows the rapid movement of the finger from the bending to the stretched version. So we can see a total resistance change of around 2.5 kilo ohms. So these are preliminary measurements. So we need to quantitatively do a characterization of the sensors. We still feel that the design is not yet optimal. Drawback is this. piezoresistive polymer-based pressure sensor. For one thing, this is not durable in the long run because it is actually attached to the bottom of our surface. And the second part, importantly, is that we are using a tin-based electrode, and this whole thing, the piezoresistive polymer with the tin is the one which has to be done manually, and it takes a lot of time in prototyping. So these are the two main drawbacks in our design currently, and we are actually targeting this. We're targeting a different kind of a strain sensor for the next version. Hopefully it will be ready within a year. So thank you for listening.